Are you feeling sometimes that you are full of jealousy or full of anger or full of some really negative emotion and you don't know what to do with it? I was actually dealing with a person who had this kind of reaction in few days ago, and I realized that these emotions carry so much energy in your body. It can absolutely petrify you. It can absolutely stop you and just like make blackness in front of your eyes. It can just make your heart beat really high, and it can make you sweat or whatever, whatever you're experiencing. And I realized that if we use and transmute this energy which we have in our body, we are consciously going to command our body, command our mind. This energy, which is causing this jealousy and anger, is going to transmute into love. And you can inhale and just draw the energy, just very gently draw it into your heart. And from your body, just draw it into your heart and let it transmute. You can very much benefit from this knowledge, and you will be aware of that every negative energy carries a huge amount of energy. In your case, you can test it, when you get angry, how much energy resources you are activating within your body. Have you ever activated as much as in anger in love? Have you ever tried that? Or if you were jealous and you were so sweating with jealousy, or just like raging inside with jealousy, have you ever felt this equal amount of jealousy as love? Could you transmute it? Could you do it? Could you play with it? Do you think that it's not going to do anything in your body, or do you think it's going to do benefits?
When we look at the scale of emotions, the lowest emotions like shame, guilt, unworthiness, depression, fear, they're usually the emotions that are going to paralyze you. Usually, when you feel
Yeah.
these very, very low states of emotions, you freeze, you're not able to do anything. I was experiencing states where I felt like I'm not even able to tie my own shoes. It can be this intense. When you get over to the level of anger, which is just on the border of entering into the positive emotions, that's like a really good sign when you're experiencing anger in your life, because this energy is very easy to transmute into something positive, into taking action, into empowerment, into moving forward, into moving away from your past. That can really drive you very well. But also, if you have these lower states of emotions that are below anger, they still have so much power, so much energy. Just imagine if like this energy can completely paralyze you from head to toe, how massive this energy has to be. So there is also a way there to take this energy, acknowledge it, put a tag on it, say this is now guilt, this is shame, and I can now use this energy and make something positive out of it. I experience the power, the force that it has, and I turn it into something positive with a conscious decision.
It's extremely amazing realization. For me, it's fantastic to know that I realized that for myself, that actually the anger which I feel right now, or the jealousy, or whatever, the resentment or whatever I feel, it's usually really, really strong. And then I realize that I am able to feel as much or more love. If you let it transmute, if you just work with the emotion, if you breathe into that, and if you let it transmute in your heart, and you just let it go, because the divine in you knows what to do with it. And it's just your will and your command saying, hey, now we are done with this. This is not anymore going to paralyze my body or imprison my body. this emotion is going to be transmuted right now, because this energy always changes. It always changes, right? And sometimes when people scream at each other or they have argument, for example, somebody is having argument at work, then that person screams at their subordinates, and that subordinate comes home and screams at people at home, like wife or, partner, and that wife or partner screams at kids. And those kids need to be then bad, and they have to do something wrong, and they are angry, and you are wondering what's wrong with those kids, right? And the truth is that it's coming from the bottom down. It's from the top down, not bottom.
Unless they have some pets, if they have some dogs, they can give it over to the dogs, right? Just the next week or
Yeah, but they go and they damage the toys,
Yeah.
or they have to take it out for parents. They have to let it out, because otherwise the kids know that it's destructive. It's destroying their body, so they have to immediately take it out. They start to scream or cry or be impatient and stuff like that.
Yeah, children are a really good example, but also animals like dogs. If they're in rage or in anger, you see them running up and down, or if they receive some negative energy, I feel that they are also shaking themselves off.
Yeah, if somebody negative pats them, or if they are through negative experience, like in veterinary, some dogs don't like it, then they just shake it off.
Yeah, for example, when they get the shot, we have the dogs
Vaccine.
next to us
Yeah, we do.
barking. Sometimes when we have these very low emotions, we feel that we don't have any energy. We're completely sucked out of energy in our life, in our bodies. But that's actually not the truth, because that energy is so intense that it has the power to completely paralyze us. So we misinterpret it as not having any energy, as being completely drained. And if we can become aware of it, that it is full of power and full of energy, we can then use it and transmute it into something else.
I feel that it mobilizes all the power and energy, and then it's draining afterwards. If you don't work with it, and if you become unaware of it, or if you don't become aware of it, then it can really drain your body of energy, and your body still needs to repair and restore and heal itself, no matter if it is really small cuts or you sprayed some spray around you, which is not a chemical. It has to all the time remove waste from your cells and tissues and organs. And if you feed it too much with anger or jealousy, or you are constantly mad about something, then it's such a strong energy that it just basically sits somewhere in a body then, and it becomes quite not good for you. And this way, just try it for yourself. Just become aware of it. Become aware that you can transmute this energy, that it's just energy. And if it is anger, don't pass it on anybody else, because it's nonsense to just still continue with the chain. And
You're also wasting this potential then. You're just giving it away instead of using it for you.
Yeah, because it's mobilizing your energy, so you see how powerful you can be when you are in positive. And in positive, it's even more powerful. But sometimes we just want to feel alive, so we create these crazy emotions like anger, frustration, and all these things. So just we are touch with ourselves and with our life and with aliveness. We call it being alive. Yeah, but it's not very nice way how to do it.
That's like the moment when people realize that it has always been within them. The answers or the love has always been within them, because it's just energy in a different form.
I also work with anger, and I work with some past, very, very past issues from within me, and I know that I'm good. I'm totally fine person. I'm super calm, and all the time I can be saying that I'm okay, but sometimes it just pops up, and I want to work with it, and it's not going to run away from me. I'm just looking forward until it comes again, so we can be uncomfortable consciously, and we can consciously say, hey, this is not loving to me anymore. This is not loving, and let's transmute it into love, this emotion. And no matter how hard your past was, I absolutely feel with you, because my past was also as it was, and I am sometimes still trying to torture myself with something which I remember from a past, and it still wants to keep me in this loop, and it still wants to make me feel these emotions of hurt and resentment, or anger at myself, or something. And it always is great to be aware of this, that it can happen, and just say no. You will have to say no thousands of times, but after you relearn the body, reteach the body, then it's gonna be automatic, and you will no longer think about it.
While we were editing the video, she heard herself barking in the background. Now she's going crazy. There's nobody. Oh, there are people. Okay.
These people.
Yeah. Now she's talking to them. Uh-huh. Mhm. Okay. All right. I know, I saw them. Yeah. They're just gonna walk by. It's alright. Yeah, it's alright.